more than 4 or 5 minutes. So ibadah with this kind of blessings, with this kind of rewards, with this kind of effect on our life, how we can keep it only for 1 million every year? Is there a way we can get that blessing without being there? Are there some steps recommended by Islam? So at least if I don't have the money, if I couldn't get the opportunity, if I am not so healthy, if I am busy in life, at least to get that rewarding, to get that blessing. Yes, when we read Islam, when we read Quran, when we read riwayat, we can discover many things we can do. Without being there, we can get the blessings. You have heard me saying always, even if you are sure you cannot be in Mecca, don't forget to take the decision to be in Mecca. And which is very strange. The only ibadah in Islam, you are sure you are not going to do it, but still highly recommended in Islam to have the intention and the decision to do it. And they said even on the day of Arafah, early morning on the 9th of the Hajj, you are in Dublin, and only few hours before joining Arafah, they said highly recommended to make the intention that you are going to do Hajj. And I remember I mentioned this point before a few years, and one of our brothers told me it happened to him. He kept saying, I am going to Hajj, but he was sure he cannot do it, because he couldn't get the ticket, he couldn't get the visa, and he couldn't get a seat on the airplane. And only a few hours before departure from Heathrow, somebody called him and told him, we have 1 ticket for you. Do you like to go? In Islam, only ibadah, if you took intention to do it, you will get the blessing. We have a recommendation in Islam saying, take the decision that you are returning back to Mecca. That intention will make your life long. من نوى العود فقد طال عمره. And this is, as I have told you, don't measure the ibadat the way we measure it in this dunya. Allah very generous. And one nice, beautiful picture of His generosity is not generous like us. He is generous by His own. If I am generous, I will give you more money if you will do so. But when He is generous, even if you cannot do Hajj, even if you make the intention of the Hajj on the day of Arafah, Allah will give you this. So one beautiful thing in Islam we can do to get the blessing of the Hajj, and the Hajj is to take the intention. Always says, I am going to do Hajj this year. I am going to go to Mecca this year. And maybe that intention, because it's going to put you in the atmosphere of Hajj. Because of that intention, you are going to follow the news. And Alhamdulillah, those days, the CNN, BBC, all those big stations usually broadcast from Arafah and Mina and Mecca. And this is another way to follow and to get the blessing of Hajj. Follow the news of Hajj. And that is why the second point we can do to get the blessing of Hajj, to pray for Hajj. It is highly recommended in Islam. Even if you don't go, even if you are going to Hajj, even if you don't go to Hajj, always during those days, the Qa'dah, the Hajj, pray for the Hajj. Allahumma barik للزوار والحجاج في الزاد والنفق. When you are going, when you are coming, going to business, to studying, pray to them. And this is one way to get the blessing of it. Always pray for them. Allahumma barik للزوار والحجاج في الزاد والنفق. Imagine they are going to Mecca, and on your way here in Dublin, always you remember them. Sure, that's going to give you the blessings of Hajj. So second thing is to pray for Hajj. The third thing we can do to get the blessing of for Hajj is to go and shake hands with the Haji before they leave and after they come. They said in the riwayah, if you shake hands of Hajj, you will be considered with those people who touch the lampstand. من صافح حاجا فكأنما صافح لامس الحجر الأسود. If you shake hands with Haji, as you are going to get some of, and you are going to share with them their Hajj. So don't say, I am angry with my friend. Think about yourself. In Thawab they said, be very selfish. Be very good. Even if you are angry with your brothers, once you know he is going to Hajj, go and shake hands with him. And once he returns back, go and shake hands with him. And as we know in the riwayah saying Al-Hajj, when he returns back from Hajj, he's not going to return back with the blessing for himself. He is going back with the blessing for himself, for his relatives, for his family, and for all of people who are living in his area. So we in Dublin are very lucky to have mu'mineen going to Hajj, because those Hajj spending from their money, but they are returning back from Mecca with the blessings for us also. And you need to keep in mind what I have said before. If 1 year, inshallah, if 1 year nobody went to Hajj from this Dublin, we need to pay somebody from our pockets to send him to Hajj. We have regulation in Islam saying if nobody performed Hajj, say if the recession will continue and maybe after a few years nobody don't have money, I need the Hakim Shari need to pay from Zakat to somebody from that area to go and to perform Hajj. This is one way to get the blessing. The fourth thing we can do, they said, من أخلف حاجا في أهله فقد أشركه الله في ثوابه. If you see when he left, when he went to Hajj, he left a business, he left a family, he left a car, he left many things. He needs somebody to look after it. Go and help him. Call his family saying, do you need anything? I am going for shopping. Are you need for any money, any help? Call him in Mecca. Tell him, do you need something? I am here. If you live beside his shop, look after his shop. This is one way to get a blessing. They said, من أخلف حاجا في أهله فقد شاركه في حجه. All those 4 points can give us the opportunity to live the spirit of Hajj and to get the blessing of